How's it going, everyone? Hopefully you're doing well. Welcome back to another video. Now this is going to be about me, my life. I'm going to open up a little bit to you. We've reached like 2.2k subs, so I thought, you know what, I might as well open up a little bit about my life. So I really wanted to make this video because you get questions on Twitch all the time, right? And it's usually the questions where it's, what do you do besides YouTube and streaming and stuff like that? And I've always answered, it's complicated for like having a job or something like that. And hopefully I should be able to go into detail into like about why I don't have a job and stuff like that. Now I have a condition called social anxiety. What that means is that everybody gets nervous and stuff like that, but mine is like amplified by 1,000. And that's not an understatement, but it's bad. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, oh, you should feel so sorry for me and like I'm the worst of the worst, right? There's much worse people out there that have got a severe social anxiety. I'd say I've got it quite bad, but it's nowhere near severe like other people. Some people can't even leave their house at all. I'm not doing this for sympathy. I'm not doing this to get like, you know, like extra subs or whatever. Like that's not what this is about. Right, this is just about me explaining my life and you to just better understand me. You're probably going to notice that there's quite a few cuts in this video, so you'll see the background changing randomly, but I'm going to try and condense this down to as much information in as little time as possible. And also because I have to kind of think about, I want it to be all just to the point and correct, right? I don't want to go off on tangents about different things, so I'm trying to think about everything that I say. So let me explain a little bit about my condition, and I feel this is probably the best way of me explaining it because it's such a kind of, it's such a like nothing kind of thing. Like there's no like pressure on you to do anything or anything like that. But to me, it was massive. So in secondary school and just primary school in general, like you would get the summer holidays. You usually get July and August off. And then you're back in September. So a school year would last from September to June, roughly. And then you get July, August, and you're back in September for a new year. So you get roughly about 6 weeks off in that time gap. Now, in those 6 weeks, everyone's having fun. You're going outside, you're doing whatever. Maybe you're not going outside, maybe you're just playing games. Or God forbid, you're playing World of Tanks for 6 weeks. Either way, you're enjoying yourself. You don't have anything to worry about. Nothing. Now, during those 6 weeks, I'm fine. I'm completely fine. At the end of the school year, I'm fine. However, when it's time to go back into school at September, mentally, I don't care. Right? I do not care that I'm going to school, meeting up with my friends, and just, you know, we can have a laugh in school, be with my mates, stuff like that. Right, and this is every single time, okay, without fail. Every single time this would happen. I would go in the night before, I'm pacing up and down my my landing on upstairs, and I'm feeling sick. Sometimes it'll be so bad that I'm kind of like shaking in my bed, like out of fear. And like I know mentally there's nothing to worry about, but my body is telling me something different. By the time that it's the day, like the morning comes, I could be bending over the toilet. I'm, you know, like I feel so sick, and, you know, I get dry mouth. I'm, you know, shaking. My hands are sweating. Like I can't breathe properly. And this is just every single time. And, you know, I get to maybe halfway through the day, I'm hungry, I can't eat because I feel sick. And every single day during secondary school, I can't eat because every single time that I eat, I feel sick. So I can't realistically eat outside either. So that is how my life was during secondary school, and not so much primary school because it more happened towards secondary school. There were occasions in primary school that I felt this way, but more in secondary school. So more in my teenage to adult life. I remember so many times where I've I've tried to eat in secondary school, and straight away I just felt sick. So I had to go to I don't even know what they called it, but it was like the medical room where you would go if you felt sick or whatever. Um, and yeah, I would say I spent most of my time in that room. Yeah, it wasn't good. So half the time I just wouldn't eat. Um, now that I'm not saying like I wouldn't eat and then I just became like a stick figure, right, in secondary school, because I wouldn't eat during the day and then I'd get home and eat like an absolute pig, right? Literally like all my lunch, everything that I had in my bag, I wouldn't eat during the day. I get home and I just eat it all then, right? Because I felt safe at home. That's where I felt safe. And if I tried to eat outside, tried to push myself a little bit and, tried to do um, the right thing, let's say, and, eat outside and you would learn over time, it just didn't work for me. Every single time I just felt sick. I felt like throwing up. It was horrible. Even if I was so hungry, I just couldn't eat. And like, I mean, I might have like a tiny snack during the day just to try and keep going. But like, I couldn't eat like a full like lunch, let's say. Like, I couldn't eat a sandwich and stuff like that. So it is just like little snacky things like during the day and then get home and just demolish whatever I had, like sandwich or whatever. Um, so yeah, that was my life in secondary school, pretty much. And like my close friends and stuff like that know it, but hardly anyone else knows it. No one, none of my mods know this on Discord or in Twitch and stuff like that that help me out with like videos and whatnot. Yeah, only my very close friends in real life actually like knew about this. And obviously my mum knew, and my mum's been like a massive support throughout my life. Um, and honestly, I don't really know what I would do without my mum. To be fair, I really don't. My mum and dad broke up around, I don't even know when. I think it was like late in primary school type of time. So I don't really have too much memory of it. But I don't see my dad at all. And my mum's just honestly just been my rock for the last like however many years it's been. Um, so at least I can talk to her, and it's always good to have someone to talk to. No matter how hard things get, you need someone to talk to. It doesn't have to be your family. It can be a close mate or whatever, but just someone. Like if you're going through anything, you need someone to talk to, because going through stuff alone is just the worst thing. So yeah, that has been about my condition and how it affects my life. Now, obviously, trying to get a job with this condition is a little bit interesting, let's say. Um, I honestly don't realistically feel I can get a job like this, at least not like a proper job, if you know what I mean. Like I couldn't go and work in an office with lots of people. I really couldn't. I can maybe do like, something like in a warehouse or something like that. Like I'm not going to sit here and tell you, oh, it's impossible for me to get a job, right? Because hardly anything in life is impossible. But that is the reason why I don't have a job at the moment. So yeah, that is about my condition. And hopefully that's explained a few things to you. Um, Hopefully you get a better idea of what I go through on, whenever it's a new thing or whatever. And it's a bit less, I don't have to give the explanation of it's complicated anymore. I can just link this video and hopefully that explains it enough. So yeah, sometimes I even get anxiety when I stream. Um, Honestly, over the last week or so, I've been feeling a little bit not down or anything, but a little bit of anxiety. Um, and I will stream again. It's just I kind of don't have a schedule, and I just stream whenever I feel comfortable to be able to stream, is what I try to do. And I feel keeping to a schedule, yeah, sure, that's actually going to be quite a good thing. But at the same time, like balancing making these videos and streaming is a little bit difficult, especially when it's only me doing these videos. Hopefully that's explained a few things. Hopefully this didn't come off the wrong way. Like, I'm not asking for sympathy or anything like that. It's just explaining my life and what I go through and my condition, social anxiety and stuff like that. And if you are struggling, make sure to contact someone and get support that you need, because you don't want to go through anything alone. No matter what it is, it can be the tiniest thing. Just go and talk to someone, even if you just ring up your mum or ring up a friend and just have a chat, right? It doesn't matter, right? Support is always the best thing. So hopefully you'd enjoy. Hopefully you're staying safe during these interesting times that we live in. And I'll see you all for the grind tomorrow. And then I'll probably do a tank review on Thursday, because this is meant to be the tank review slot. But there you go.